Hi everybody, I got a package of LaserDiscs in the mail yesterday. Thought I'd share it with you. Grabbed some discs from the Culturedog, Sam Hatch, and if you're into LaserDiscs and you have not seen his channel yet, you should definitely check it out. Definitely my favorite channel for LaserDisc content. I'll put in the description below the first video of his that I ever saw, which is actually a huge part of why I finally took the dive years ago and got into LaserDiscs after a couple decades of just really being interested in it, finally getting a player and finally getting into collecting LaserDiscs. So it's a huge part of it. So I'll link that down below. Got some discs from him. One of the big ones that was one of Amanda's favorite movies of all time, and one that I also find very enjoyable. One of my favorite Robin Williams movies. One of my favorite kids movies, Hook. Very happy to grab that. Nice gatefold release here. Very excited to grab this. Again, as I said, it's one of Amanda's favorite movies of all time. It's definitely one of my favorite kids movies, one of my favorite Robin Williams movies. We were just the perfect age for this when it came out. Just really falling in love with it. Fantastic film. And this actually completes this film for us as far as what we want to have copies of it in the collection. We have it on VHS and DVD, and we recently picked up a Blu-ray DVD combo. And now we have it on LaserDisc, so we're actually done with Hook. Another one I got from him that I was excited for is a sealed copy of Little Darlings, which is a great one to grab. One that I was decided to look for after watching his video where he showed that he grabbed this. He got this front with a whole lot of LaserDiscs and a whole series of videos looking at a bunch that he had, ones he was keeping and ones that he was selling on. And I did not realize, I'd seen this before many years ago, I did not realize this does not have any quality official Blu-ray or a DVD release, and is one of those films that's very unlikely to ever get anything like that. All you can find is I've seen some DVD-R copies out there that people have ripped off like a VHS tape, or some really butchered version on YouTube I saw a long time ago. And yeah, so to get a nice quality, complete version, original soundtrack and everything on LaserDisc, really cool to grab. Those are some of the things that are very fascinating on some of the older formats, things that just didn't move on. And he also included, I love when this happens, he included a bonus disc to the little lot here. This happens a lot with, if you interact with a lot of collectors of pretty much any format, where you really bulk up your library, one of these older formats, to grab huge lots. It would be like, oh, there's 20 discs in this lot, there's only 5 that I want, but buying those 5 individual will cost more than buying that huge lot. So you buy it, find a few curiosities you didn't know you'd want, and keep it in your collection, and then sell off the rest. You always end up with these sort of extra things. That's the cheaper way and most efficient way of getting and building these collections. So you end up with these discs that you just kind of give as a little bonus to other collectors, or you sell off or whatever. And I feel like this was one of those. It's like, not really to my taste. Here you go. Let's see. Get this out of here. Maybe you'll like it. But I actually did give it a watch. I picked up the package last night and actually watched this last night. It was less than an hour, so pretty interesting. But the Paris Opera Ballet, 6 ballets, performing images, not necessarily something that I would have gone out and grabbed on my own, and that's what I kind of like, getting these random discs either in a lot or just when you're trading or buying off from people. They just include something. It's always fun to get those kind of oddball things you wouldn't necessarily grab on your own, to have something different and make the collection a little more varied. And actually, for what it was fairly enjoyable. It wasn't a super high quality disc as far as the image, and I got the feeling that, I have to look through the back here, but I got the feeling too that it wasn't the live performance that was recorded, that it was recorded separately. It felt like that way, and it felt, I don't know, there's something about having a recording of something like a ballet or an opera or a theater production with a live audience, and just those, it gives it a different feel, and it gives you a little more of a feeling like you're really there. And here it was, felt very, it felt very like shot on Shittio. It really felt like that, just like standing there, and felt very almost voyeuristic and almost like you're watching a practice in a way, even though it was a full performance. It just had that lesser feeling, that less, like you're less involved, you're not really there, feeling that I like from these types of performances. So it was okay. It was an okay disc, but it had some good numbers in it. And again, it was just a fun extra. So grab some great discs, again, completing a favorite movie. It's really nice getting to the point now with a lot of these individual films or film series where we're finally ticking off like the last versions of these films that we want in our collections, and really completing a lot of them pretty rapidly here, which is really great. And that's always something that's like great to hit some of those individual goals as you sort of whittle down and limit your collection to what you really want, what you can realistically fit in a space and that type of thing. So that's really great. Really happy to grab Little Darlings. I'm going to open it up and watch that at some point this week, probably tonight even. I don't know though, because as I'm recording this, there's a Nintendo Direct coming tonight, so I'll be watching that. So we'll see if I have time then after that to watch it. But yeah, lots of great stuff. And if you've not watched Sam's channel, a lot of great content. Years worth of stuff to go back and look at too if you're into LaserDiscs. And again, I'll put in the description below the first video of his I ever saw, which was very instrumental in my finally taking the dive into getting into collecting LaserDiscs, my favorite format.